Being the new guy on the job sucks sometimes. I've been hired on as the newest park ranger, and the other rangers keep messing with me. One of the rangers drinks on the job and has something he likes to call Cactus Cat hooch. He says it's fermented by some cat creature out in the west, and he gets it shipped to him by a cousin. You and him are investigating a rash of small fires and deer that look like they're bludgeoned and burnt to death. There's also a lot of half-eaten beehives and raccoons by trees that's been knocked down. The drunkard says he hasn't seen anything like this in 10 years. He keeps muttering something about a Splinter Cat being forced out of their normal hunting grounds. He stated in kind of a scared tone, wondering if that other beast was free again. Welcome to Creepy Critters, a podcast where I talk about critters that are creepy, aka cryptids. My name is Jessie Cooper. My purring companion right next to me is Dexstar, and we're recording with Nikki!
Hi!
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about cats. Not my wonderful cat, but other cats. Actually, we're going to talk about my wonderful cat, a lot. I've already done it a lot. Like right now, he's being incredibly adorable and letting me pet him a lot without him biting me, which is this is prime snuggling time. We're going to be talking about a few cats. One of them being super cute and awesome and hard to pet. And the other two being hard to pet because they're mean and kind of rawr, like that. But before we get started on that, what do you have any knowledge of cryptids or whatnot?
Just some basic stories I've heard here and there. My parents are Filipino, and I hear about some Filipino creatures that go walk in the night.
No, the Philippines cryptids are some of my favorite. Don't get me wrong, but horrific.
Yeah.
One of them being one of my favorite cryptids, the Tika Balang, Tika Balang or whatever, which is basically just like a horse Sonic who the only way to get rid of him is you pull a hair out of his mane. He's just ouch, stop it. And then he leaves you alone.
That's nice.
And then there's one that I will be doing a podcast on probably fairly soon because I have everything set up where it's basically just it's just a lady who flies around with the entrails dragon and sucks out the hearts of fetuses.
Oh, yeah. That's a good story.
That's wonderful. It's great
to tell children.
Yeah. So, we'll get to those, but today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite type of cryptids. They're cats. They're little kitties. There's lots of cryptid cats. A lot of them just being a version of a puma. Because someone's just oh crap, big cat. It has laser eyes. And they've just been doing that since the beginning of the time, apparently. But we're going to be talking about some unique ones. That do interesting things that don't bore me like a lot of the oh crap cats that you get a lot. We are starting with, I think, the best cat cryptid, and that's the Cactus Cat.
Woo! I can't say that. Cactus Cat. No, I can't.
Cactus Cat. Well, it's a cactus.
Cactus
cat. It's a cactus cat. Or it's a cactus cat. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. It's already. Can you do a pun on the same a word that's already in the? But the Cactus Cat is a creature that has been reported in the American Southwest. It's described as a bobcat-like animal with thorn-like furs, sharp bones protruding from its hind legs, and a branched tail. The Cactus Cat has been sighted in the southwestern desert in states such as California, Nevada, and New Mexico. And So just imagine like a little green cat that just kind of like walks around. It's just like, hey, what's up? I'm a cat. Meow, 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 meow. So, cowboys and pioneers of the 19th century reported strange beasts coming out at night, slashing open cacti and drinking the exposed sap. This caused the cats to enter an intoxicated state, stumbling around and rarely attacking travelers. Attacks by this strange varmint, though considered rare, did happen from time to time, with many frontiersmen waking up to find whelps on their bodies from the cat's barbed tail.
Ow.
And despite these attacks, Cactus Cat is not considered an aggressive creature, except towards cacti. And the creature, the creature's known to have a unique haunting wail that can be heard at night through the darkened desert, along with the dry sound of its bones rubbing together. So, I love this cat. I can't pet him, though. Or her. I mean, it. Mm-hmm. Because, it's spiky.
Yeah.
But it's a cat that just walks around getting drunk.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Some of the stories I've heard about them have it to where like they have kind of like a circle where they go around, like they have like a circuit where they slash a cactus open and then like go on to the next one. And then they do that to let it get fermented so it gets like stronger. So they can get even more drunk. So it's basically just a cat that just walks around getting drunk.
Oh, okay.
And I already have an idea for our story segment. So
okay.
So I already have an idea. But yeah, what do you think about the Cactus Cat?
It's a cat that gets things done. Like I know they make cat wine now, so
Oh, they do?
Yeah. Like, get drunk with your cat. We have cat wine. So, yeah, that cat knows how to have a good time. It's a party cat.
Yeah, party cat. Which is the, I see, honestly, I would prefer a chill cat, but I would totally hang out with a party cat as well.
Okay, maybe party wasn't exactly the best word. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe it's less of a party cat and more of a alcoholic cat. That's sad. I don't want to think of a cat as alcoholic. That's sad. Okay, so there is a cat wine website called Apollo Peaks. Ooh, this is actually cheap enough. I might get some for my cat. But like the highest price I've seen so far was like $16.
Was that for like a bottle? Like
it's for like a bottle with like a little glass.
Oh,
a little wine glass. Oh my god, I want to see my cat drunk. Oh, for $20 you can get like a 6-pack.
Oh snap!
Yeah. Ooh. Let's see what else is on this cat wine. There's totally a video.
Oh no.
A music video related to this.
Pull up all the time, we be drinking cat wine. Mix it with the beach and you know that we be fine. It's a cat world and you know I'm on my grind.
So we could make our own little cactus cat, but without the prickly parts.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if... Well, okay, here's another thing I need to look up. Can cats be alcoholics? I can't be the first person to ask that. Oh, wait. This is definitely a thing that has been asked before. So apparently in the LA Times there was a question from someone where a cat got into a wine glass they're just wondering if there are any alcoholic cats, which I can probably tell you there probably is. Because orangutans,
Okay.
what they do is they will fight and beat the crap out of each other out of fermented fruit.
I was not aware of this.
Which is basically just like a pulpy wine. So yeah, we're done talking about this drunk cat. Now we're going to talk about a cat that I wouldn't want to get drunk.
Okay.
Like, let's say, like, a cactus cat was just like, hey, Nikki. Well, I mean, they say in meows, obviously. They're like, hey, Nikki, you're a cool human. Would you, like, feed me and, like, wake up early to feed me on a normal basis and also occasionally get bitten by me? Would you say yes or no?
Yes.
I would say yes.
Yes.
I would just have to have, like, a shark chainmail, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
But I'd pet it. And
Yeah.
it'd be great.
That picture I saw, it's adorable.
It's an adorable cat.
It
The
is.
thing is, you could not have 80... Your entire house would be torn up just by it existing. So,
Yeah.
but let's talk about another cat.
Okay.
And this cat is called the Splinter Cat. Do you want to have a guess why it's called the Splinter Cat?
First thing that comes to mind is, like, Splinter Cell. So, I don't know, maybe it somehow manages to use guns and shoot up people? I don't know.
It hangs upside down from ledges.
Oh. So
See
it's
in
like
the
a
dark.
bat cat.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it has like a lot of tactical gear as well. It's actually a very smart cat.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's weird. It's weird because, like, you never think you see a cat, like, you know, hang upside down and snap someone's neck, but you see it. Speaking of that, someone needs to make a Splinter Cat game where it is Splinter Cell, but you're playing as a cat. A spy cat. Okay, so Splinter Cat is from various places in North America.
Mm-hmm.
It's found from the Great Lakes to the Gulf and eastward to the Atlantic Ocean. So it's mostly east thing.
East thing, okay.
Yeah. It has been reported in the Rocky Mountains, but only in a few localities.
Okay.
Apparently the Splinter Cat's habits are... So, their main habits is, like, they come out at night, like, especially if it's, like, dark or stormy, to eat, like, wild honey and raccoons.
Honey and raccoons. Okay.
Yep, that's what they eat. They like that. They like that. They like the sweet and the savory. You know, some trash panda and some honey.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever had like a raccoon just drizzled in honey, but you know, actually, I could never do that. Raccoons are my friends.
Oh, they are.
I love raccoons so much.
They're cute too. Yeah.
They're adorable and cute and too smart, and they have thumbs.
Oh yes.
And yeah, I love raccoons. And I love flying squirrels as well.
Oh.
Well, I love squirrels as well.
Yeah.
I have lots of moments where I look at squirrels' eyes and I feel like they're communing with me. But so that's their diet. But here's why they're called Splinter Cats.
Okay.
Strangely, they have a hard head to charge and break every tree in sight, knocking them down to the floor, aka the ground, until a hollow one containing food is found. They will leave places just broken and shattered.
Oh, wow.
All over the place. So they're just like, so it's dark and stormy, and they're just like, I'm hungry! And then they just have their temper tantrum and find some food, and then they calm down, and then go back into the hole.
It's like, I'm just gonna go headbutt some trees.
Yeah, so, you know the thing, you know, what, they're basically like 5-year-olds.
Oh.
Like, they want a snack, like, real bad. And they just yell and push things down until they get it. Most likely, it's just because, like, there's a bad windstorm that tore stuff down, that tears stuff down, because they only come out at dark, stormy nights. But most likely, it's just, like, explanation for, like, windstorms, why, like, you know, massive. And I guess raccoons are half-eaten everywhere. And they're just like, who took a bite of this raccoon right next to this honeycomb? I don't know. I feel like I would probably make up a creature if I saw that. Just like a half-eaten raccoon with a honeycomb right beside it. Just a whole mess of bees. I'm just like, these don't belong together. What do you think about the Splinter Cat?
Like you said, a temperamental kid who just wants food and tantrum, storm. Yeah.
Would you let this cat in your house? Okay, before you answer this, how much raccoons do you have? How many raccoons do you have in your house?
0.
Okay, what about wild honey?
0.
Oh, I don't think you want this cat in your house. No, but
not.
me, I have I'm overrated by raccoon. Like most people have mouse problems or mice problems.
Yeah.
I have a raccoon problem.
Really, like a real raccoon problem?
No, I don't. No. The only thing crawling around on the floor is my cat.
Oh, okay.
So,
do you think your cat would get along with Splinter Cat?
I think he would too. Cause my cat, he kind of knows how to open up the doors, kind of. Cause he realizes if he shakes the door a certain way, it will start inching open slowly. but I think at some point, last night, cause I took a nap and it was a little bit after his feeding time normally is. He slammed up against the door, like he was trying to tackle it down. So I think he might be part Splinter Cat. Although I haven't fed him any raccoons, so maybe that's why he's not getting big enough. I mean, he came to me as just a tiny little kitten, and then maybe he's supposed to be a big cat, but now he's just a tiny cat. The last thing we're going to talk about today,
all right,
is the most interesting one.
Okay.
Definitely not the cutest one, though.
Oh.
Because that's the Cactus Cat. Its name is the Santer.
Santer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or someone from the South saying Santa.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry, not the South. What am I thinking of? It's a specific accent I'm trying to think of. What accent adds R's at the end of stuff?
I
R's
am not
randomly.
that familiar with accents, so I can't quite put my finger on it, but
they say Washington, they put R's in places.
Yeah.
The Santer is a mysterious feline reported below the Mason Disc. Can't speak today. The Santer is a mysterious feline reported below the Mason-Dixon line, and is commonly seen in West North Carolina. It is rarely dangerous to mankind. But is frequently a predator of livestock. It is said to have a long body covered in fluorescent hair. Its head is large and bald with small eyes. It has long legs, a tail, and has 8 hard knots in its tail. Which makes it look like a string of beads. It can swing its tail with plenty of power and skill, enough to knock out a cow or a hog with one slap.
Whoa.
And obviously this tail can be used in combat. So, definitely I don't think the cutest. Definitely not cute. I would say that even the Splinter Cat would be kind of cute. But no, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want a glowing cat, though, either.
I bet all these cats would just have so much fun at a party. One is the party lights, one is the alcoholic, and the other
is rolling on E all the time. It's just oh, look at my skin. My fur feels so weird. Okay, it mostly lives in wooded swamps in the neighborhood of small villages where cattle and hogs are kept.
Okay.
It's remarkably fast and rarely seen. Then who said it had fluorescent hair? I'm pretty sure I could see a cat with glowing hair.
Yeah.
Like, I may not hear the cat. But, like, I'm pretty sure I'd see it at some point.
Yeah.
Especially if it's dark.
Yep.
Oh, maybe... Okay, here. Maybe this is it. It's rarely seen during the day because it shines so brightly at night. Like, it's like daylight, like, light levels during the day. And everyone's just like, hey, look, it's a tiny sun walking around. And... And during night, it's just like, hey, look, there's a sun walking around. It's the same thing for both, really. Well, okay, but apparently it's remarkably fast, and its cry is a piercing, baby-like wail that it makes dogs too scared to even attack. Wait, it never said how big this thing was.
Well, you did say, like, long legs, so I don't know, I'm just...
Well, it's long.
Okay.
But long, like, my cat used to be less than, like, 6 inches, like, in length at one point. And I would say he's long now, being that he's, like, kind of the size of an average orange cat. So, like, he's technically long compared to something. Like, how long is long?
Well, I mean, like, if its tail can, like, knock out a cow. Must be.
But, like, you think it would say that it was bigger, though.
Do you think Evie is, like, a cat? And these are, like, the 3 evolutions of cat?
I always imagined Evie as more of a, like a little lapdog type thing. Actually, no, I'd say cat.
Yeah.
Because Jolteon is definitely a cat.
Yeah.
But it's the only one I would say is like 100% a cat.
So, the Santur could be Jolteon because it glows.
It glows and...
Yeah.
It's hard to touch. I don't know. How big? How big is this thing? I want to know how big it is. I'm gonna say he's like the size of like between a house cat and a panther.
Okay.
So like slightly bigger than a house cat. Like twice as big as a house cat.
Okay.
But like long. Actually, no, I want to make this a corgi. I want to basically make it a corgi type cat. So like a munchkin cat, but like big. Like a big munchkin cat. So like it stands about 1.5 feet off the ground, but it has short legs.
Okay. Yeah, that's adorable. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would say that because it doesn't have like a handy little comparison guide, which some of these entries have. Yeah, but it has a baby-like wail, a piercing baby-like wail as well. So maybe you can lure humans in. Even though I don't think I wouldn't want humans because it doesn't seem to attack them that often. Okay, so a calf has been known to be killed by one of these varmints. Oh, that was supposed to be in a thing that I completely forgot to take over. Okay, but it was killed by one of these creatures near Statesville. I'm guessing in North Carolina. It showed 8 distinct bruises, 7 on the body, 1 on the broken foreleg.
Ah, poor cat.
And each bruise was severely singed as well. So I think something with the fluorescence also has like a heat conferring property as well. Would have probably been more interesting as like a fire cat just going around hitting people with its tail, but you know. Okay, so same question. Would you take this cat inside your home?
So I'm like someone who needs a lot of sleep, so I don't think I could deal with the baby wailing. But maybe if I had earplugs, because it sounds like an otherwise cute cat. So
Yeah, but it probably also hurts to touch it.
That's true. That's true.
But that being said, I would totally take in a cactus cat in like a second. So, see, I'm wondering, like, does it like just drag off the cattle and like eat it like over a couple days, or does it just like hits it and just like?
I don't know the answer to that.
Did you see that video of okay, so there was a video of a shark that found a whale carcass. Like, it was a dead whale.
Okay.
Just floating there. And there's a video of a shark just, like, trying to eat as much as possible. Because it's just like... And at one point in the video... I'm going to look it up. At one point in the video, though, he does that thing that everyone does, like, where they eat too much food, where they kind of just lay down. But the version of a shark laying down, it just rolls over. And they kind of rests a little bit, and then goes back in. It's so great. Okay. It's like it's extremely cute and humanizing. Another thing I forgot about that is it has a prime example of white people being white people.
Yes.
where like they're just like, hey, look, there's this shark that's eating something really big. I'm gonna go on this not that well protected boat and poke it. It's a confidence only a white person can have. But I love that video so much because like at some point it's just like nibbling while just laying down, basically. And it's just like, oh, I'm like, so full, but I need to eat the rest of my plate. What I was saying? Oh yeah. Do you think the cat's like that? The Santa?
I can see it doing that. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so okay. Oh, I was about to say I love fat cats, but I love all types of cats. I love cats.
Cats in general are just adorable.
Cats are cute and great.
They're the best
and wonderful. And when they're fat, it's just great because you can use them as pillows better. Mm-hmm. And they don't want to do as much, so they tend not to attack you as much when you try to use them as pillows. Yeah. And whenever they lay down on you, you start to get out of breath because it's laying on your... I'm talking about one cat named Garbage. So what are you thinking about all the cats we talked about today?
They may be annoying, but I think they're adorable and I want them all.
They are... Oh my god. There's only one type of cat I don't want, and it's the one that drowns children and eats their hearts with its hand tail. That's the only one I don't want.
Yeah.
Mostly because the whole drowning children part and eating their hearts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the hand's okay. The hand on the tail's okay. Uh-huh. Like, I'm completely okay with that. Yeah, there's more. There's more cat cryptids, and we'll talk about them in the future.
Yeah.
But this is just, this is all the North American ones I found. I don't know if you know this, but back in the day when lumberjacks were around, I mean, they're still around, but back in the day when lumberjacks were bored, they made up stories. And these are all fearsome critters. Fearsome creatures, which is all like lumberjack cryptids, basically, where they made up animals and stuff to trick the newbie and stuff. But and I enjoy talking about them a lot because they're fun. They're fun.
Absolutely.
We're now on to the last segment of the show, which is make it YA / make it sexy / just make a story. Where we're going to try to make a story involving all these cats.
Okay, let's do it.
So, I have one stipulation though.
Okay.
The Cactus Cat has to be a wandering drunk drifter.
Okay.
In whatever story. I'm thinking of like a Western.
Sure. Yeah.
Like a 1820, like set in like 1820, 30 or something like that. Before the Gold Rush. Before the Gold Rush. But
there's not enough room for the three of us.
Yeah, well, the Cactus Cat is just
the drunk. Yeah, in the saloon.
Is the drunk, and he kind of shows up in the different towns.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say that the Splinter Cat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is a Western heist movie. Okay. So the Santer is like the mastermind of like a gang, whatever. And like the Splinter Cat's like the muscle.
Oh, okay.
And this is like an all cryptid Western. So they have like the sharpshooter on the thing, which is a Trappadero, which is like a bird snake with a gun mouth.
Oh.
You should listen to that episode of this because it's still one of my favorite cryptids. And like that's a sharpshooter. And then, and just fill in a bunch of other things. But they're doing a heist.
Okay.
And it's the one way you're supposed to be rooting for the outlaws. It's a win. Because like they're actually secretly noble. Like they're like anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
I like it.
And it's like super serious with the Cactus Cat being like the comedic relief and everything. What would you add to that story? Because that's basically just an outline. I don't have any events planned.
Nothing is coming to mind at the moment, unfortunately. I'm not very good at
a spontaneous story creation. Or it's like a 1920s like gang movie.
Ooh.
Whatever, like Prohibition era. No, that'd be 30s. Like Prohibition era. Just imagine like a Boardwalk Empire, but with like cats. And the Santer is is like the up and coming gang boss who had to take over after the previous one died by the hands of another cat.
Okay.
No, the one with the hand on its tail.
So, like, when I think of movies like that, I think of, like, old money and new money, and Cactus Cat would be the one, trying to just get all the booze. And
Cactus Cat? Cactus Cat is the one drinking away his fortune.
Oh, ooh, that's good.
He's like the rube that kind of got caught in all their affairs and everything, and is just trying to get by. Yeah.
So Santer is what, new money, or like the mob?
Santer is like the new mob boss, the young one, and he has to fight for control. Splinter Cat, though, Splinter Cat is like the old muscle that's just like, I don't want to follow this little wimp, and stuff. And eventually they become like friends and everything. Yeah. Maybe they kiss. I don't know. Maybe they do.
Ooh, okay. I like friendship. I like love. Yay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, well, I think all cats are pretty gay in the first place. So,
yeah. Pride, lions.
They're like lions are like male lions are like hella gay. Yeah. Like they just will hump anything with a hole. So like they're super gay.
Yes.
Actually, no. There's some that are just exclusively gay though. Overall, I think we had a good group of cats.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about more horrifying ones in the future.
Yay!
I got all ones that don't really attack humans this time.
Yay. But yeah, that'd be fun.
I need to get back to murdery cryptids because it's been a while since I talked about them. And, I think the next episode may be the one about the Ashwang, which is the flying torso with the entrails out and sucks the heart out of fetuses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about that one next. So, yeah, it's wonderful.
Good stuff.
So we'll get back to some horrifying ones.
Yes.
In the near future. So, what do you have to plug?
So I have a podcast. The Great Score is about video game music and the stories behind them.
My name is Jessie. I have a podcast called Alphabet Flight, where I talk about like superheroes, Marvel superheroes in the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, alphabetically. You should listen to that one if you don't already.
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine more people are listening to that than this one. I know because I can see the numbers. But, yeah, please listen to that one. Nikki's been on a few episodes with all duds, but we had fun.
Yes, we did.
So, I also have a cat. And he's my little cryptid, and he's great most of the time. His name is Dexstar, and you can see him on my Instagram at Marvelous Mooch, where I posted a picture of him a lot. It's just pictures of him. I was gonna try to point out one, but there'll be another one where he's just like sitting up weird and just looking at me. Or with him like cuddling, being real cuddly. Or with him like sitting on my head, because sometimes he just likes doing that. And I'm just like, let me exist as a person, cat, please. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening. This has been Creepy Critters. And don't have bees and raccoons in your pockets when you're out during the dark and stormy nights. Bye.
Bye.